What is up, my YouTube family? We are back in the ramen house for another brand new video. This might just be one of the most value-packed videos I have ever made. So definitely stick through and watch the entire thing because I'm going to show you how to sell anything without being salesy using VBS's 5 secrets. So I've written a Google document here, okay? It contains all 5 secrets. This document is going to be free, so you don't have to keep worrying about pausing it repeatedly to write all this stuff down or continuing to have to rewind and get back to this, okay? All this stuff is going to be free, but it's going to be posted in the free Facebook group that I've created. The link to that will be down below. I promise you, it's on me. So let's get straight into this. So what is the value benefiting system? So I've got my trusty whiteboards here, and I'm just going to show you a couple of things. So what is the value benefiting system, and why do I call it that? Because when you're trying to make a sale using this system, obviously you as the seller, you are providing the value to make the sale, right? Whereas the buyer obviously is going to be the one who's going to deem something valuable, right? And obviously value is in the eyes of the beholder. But when these two meet, that is what happens with the sale, in which case both parties are benefiting, okay? Obviously this side is benefiting from the sale, this side is benefiting from the product or service. So that's just a quick overview about what VBS is, okay? We're just going to go straight into secret number 1. When you are on calls, this is what you want to do. Secret 1 is listen. In VBS, because you're providing value, essentially you are becoming a problem solver versus a salesperson. Now, obviously your product or service is going to be what solves the problem for that customer. Okay. So make sure that you are listening, because you should be conceptually talking less than the person who has the problem to begin with. Okay. So catch yourself. If you are talking more than that person, clearly you are doing something wrong. We are listening for what the exact problem is. Okay, what the exact problem is. And you want to hone in on that. Hone in, okay? Because you better remember this problem like your life depends on it. You are not selling them something, you are solving a problem for them. Now, this is going to segue right into secret number 2. Secret number 2 is relationship building. See, this is why I tell you guys to get the document, because I mean, unless you want to see this. all right. Okay, enough jokes. Okay, so relationship building, right? Now, let's say you are on the train, right? How do you usually meet a brand new person? Okay, usually there's 2 reasons. Reason 1 that you guys start talking or start building a relationship is because of storytelling, okay? Now, obviously, storytelling could be a story of somebody else. It could be a story of somebody that you know. It could be a story of, the person that you met yesterday. But storytelling generally helps build that relationship. Now, what is number 2? You shared the same direct experience. In other words, the same thing that happened to that person, let's say at the grocery store, that also happened to you. So it's either one or the other. Be authentic, okay, guys? You don't need to lie about anything. It is okay to say, hey, I knew a friend or whatever it may be, but make sure the story is real, okay? People can obviously tell if you're lying or not. So obviously, keep this authentic. You don't want to lie to anybody. And honestly, it just hurts you in the long run if you end up doing that. You build a relationship by either doing one of these or the other. Now, the relationship is going to segue into secret number 3. Secret number 3 is human connection. Now, what do I mean by that? If you've noticed this ever, but I'm pointing it out, so now you're going to notice. Human connection, right, is going to directly correlate with your price. Now, why do I say that? Because people want to have a mentor. In other words, someone holding their hand. Because you are offering this, it will directly correlate with your price. In other words, the more time and effort that you give to one person, the higher you can put your price for that service, obviously, because you only have a limited amount of time. Whoever wants this connection will obviously pay the price that they feel is appropriate, or the price that you're charging that they can actually roll with. In addition, human connection is also more valuable because this is equivalent of going to a website, let's say, that you've never heard of before. And this website might look really scammy, right? But at the bottom, you see an option that you can pay with PayPal, for example, right? Okay, now this option right here might just give you enough security to make that purchase because PayPal is a safe method. You might not even be paying with PayPal. Just because that option is there, you might feel like this website becomes safer, right? Because obviously PayPal is a safer method of paying. So that is the secret about human connection. All right, moving on to secret number 4. All right. So secret number 4 is reassurance. Okay, reassurance. Now, what do I mean by reassurance? In other words, there are 2 ways to have reassurance in a sale. Okay, now one of them is going to be a guaranteed deliverable. In other words, in this much amount of time, you are going to guarantee that this person gets this effect that they paid for. And the other one would be a money back guarantee. In other words, this is reassuring the customer that if you screw up or if they don't get the service that is provided, they have a safety net. Okay, that is secret number 4. And finally, secret number 5. Huge secret right here, right now. Ready for this, guys? Secret number 5. Okay, last but not least, follow up. Now, here's a tip. The average person needs to see something that they would consider unnecessary about 7 times before they actually make that purchase, as long as the offer is good enough. Okay, so I'm going to explain something really quick to you as an example. So let's say you see an ad on Facebook, for example, right? The first time you see it, you might just skip right past it. The second time you see it, you might read a little bit of it. The third time you see it, you might see a couple of good comments on there. The fourth time you see it, you might see a lot of good comments on there. The fifth time you see it, this might be the second to last chance that you can get it, right? And then the 6th time you see it is like, okay, last chance, we're on this. And then 7 is finally, we are closing. Okay, that 7th time, you might actually get it just based on seeing it that many times. Okay, similarly, you want to follow up with your prospects. Okay, 7 times. Now, after the 7th time, if they still do not want to buy, don't waste your time. Okay, so make sure that you are following up with selling to your prospect. Thank you guys so much. Definitely like, comment, and share this video with your friends on the 5 secrets of the VBS. And once again, this entire document is going to be free and it's going to be in the Facebook group. So go ahead and grab that. Thank you guys so much. It's Rajiv Raman signing out.